Hey, you there! I want to remind everybody that if you end up liking this video, please consider subscribing. It's free, and you can always change your mind. And right now, YouTube says that over 90% of people that watch my videos aren't subscribed, so it would really help, and with that... Hello everybody, I'm Joel Homie, your guys' host for another great episode of the Joel Homie Show series, Minecraft Monday. Now, today's episode is going to be all about how much resources you can actually gather from strip mining for exactly 2 hours. And I'm going to go ahead and convey this across in today's episode in the form of a time-lapse. I'll only show probably about an hour of mining because it'd be a lot of actual footage for my computer to process, and it'd be quite boring if I kept the time-lapse going that long. But either way, I'm going to be mining for 2 hours straight today in my normal strip mine, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how much resources you can actually gather from actually strip mining for exactly 2 hours. Now, for those of you that do watch the Minecraft Monday series here on the Joel Homie Show as a normal thing, or sort of actually a frequent thing, you probably recall that I actually, technically speaking, did this video not too long ago, where I actually showed you how much resources you could actually get from strip mining for 1 hour, and I started a new strip mine. And today's episode is not going to be a new strip mine. I'm going to actually go ahead and add on to my existing normal strip mine. And I have a line of cobblestone set up over here where you can see where I actually have stopped currently. And I'm going to go ahead and strip mine for exactly 2 hours and collect everything with a Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3, and Efficiency 4 diamond pickaxe. And along the way, this probably won't last all the whole entire way, so I'll probably end up replacing it with a different pickaxe before I end up actually breaking it, because unfortunately I died when I was filming the 1.16 update video and lost a bunch of my stuff, so I don't have mending. But either way, really quick before the time-lapse starts, for those of you that have noticed the horrible mic quality, I do apologize for all the clicky keys and all that. My mic quality actually or my last mic actually went bad, and well, actually rather the cable, and I can't use it, so I'm actually using my phone right now to record this audio separately. So I do really apologize for the clickiness. I'm going to try to get a new mic so I can actually record this without all of the annoying clickiness. But either way, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into a time lapse and see how much resources we come out with in the end. Right then, we now have finished the 2 hours of mining. I've actually been mining for about an hour and 40 minutes with all of the time-lapse footage actually rounded up into a full number. But based on how much mining I've actually done here before, I can pretty easily sort of estimate how much resources we would have actually gotten in those other 20 minutes, and that would have made 2 hours. So it's not fully true, but at the same time, it sort of is by the power of, well, the other 6 double chests of stuff I've gathered over the past. So unfortunately, this round of mining, I actually somehow did not come across a single diamond ore. And combined, I went through the pickaxe that I said I was going to have to go through, and then I had to make a new pickaxe, mind you, taking out of my original wealth of diamonds, and then it, fortunately has a bad enchantment, so I had to replenish its life with diamonds a couple times, so definitely not the most professional mining adventure ever. But either way, I still got a bunch of valuable resources for building and stuff like that, of which I'm actually doing quite a bit of right now when I'm actually on. So these two double chests are actually representing everything that we got, and I believe one of these, yeah, this chest has a little bit as well. But technically speaking, that chest actually isn't all of the stuff from over there. Which, if I run over here quickly, you can actually see that I ended up actually clearing out quite a lot of space and actually expanding the strip mine quite a lot, as when we started, the strip mine ended right here along this line of blocks. And I expanded it all the way to over there, and in all this space there wasn't a single patch of diamonds, which isn't surprising, but it is a bit unfortunate. So let's go ahead and actually go over in detail what we actually gathered in the end. So here are the two boxes, and I'm going to briefly go over all of the simple stuff, and then I'll actually gather all of the valuables into my inventory and go over them a little bit more in depth and what you can actually do with those if you were to use Silk Touch and get these like I did last time, and if you wanted to actually use a fortune pickaxe to remine them and actually get more resources out of them. So in a total, I didn't use a Silk Touch pickaxe. This is actually the pickaxe that I believe I used in the last what resources can you gather from 1 hour of strip mining video. But so I don't have the stone that I had last time, but I have a cobblestone rather, because I'm actually planning to do a bit of building with cobblestone and I need a bit more of it. So we have a bunch of cobblestone, granite, dorite, and dirt and whatnot, and then we also have flint and andesite, which is a block that I really don't care for, so it's something I don't really freak out over much. And then we also did get a bit of lapis, redstone, and coal, gold, and iron, and that, and then also flint was the thing that also came out of the bit of gravel that we got, which I believe there is actually a bit more gravel in here, as you can see right there. And then occasionally, and since I've mined out such a large space, we do also have a couple slime chunks in here where slimes actually spawn, so I'm going to go ahead and actually grab all of the valuables and throw them in my inventory. And as you can see here, we have a couple different things that I managed to pick up along the way. Like we have quite a bit of iron. We have a stack in 37 of iron ore, which we can smelt down into the same amount of iron ingots. As usual, we have a lot of redstone, a bit of coal. Oddly enough, I've been going through a bit of a dry spot, as I said, so unfortunately no diamonds this time around. But we did get a lot of redstone in the end, a bit of gold and a bit of lapis. You'll notice that I have a bit of lapis ore, and that is because I actually, as I mentioned at the in the beginning of today's video, I actually ended up losing a lot of my stuff when I died in the nether when 1.16 came out and I was filming the 1.16 video. So I'm trying to replenish my little sort of stock of ores and stuff like that, so I managed to pick up a couple lapis ores, and then also some lapis at the same time, good for enchanting as always, and then a little tiny bit of gold ore, definitely not as much as the iron. But with all that in the end, we gathered not the biggest amount of ores and resources that I would like, but you could still do a lot with this. Like, gravel is good for cement, which is a good thing for builders, and it's something that I've actually never really built out of, but I know it can convey quite a nice look when you know how to utilize it. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and obviously if you had actually done this with a Silk Touch pickaxe, and what I did last time is I did this with this pickaxe, and then actually went back around with some ores and went back with this pickaxe which has Fortune 3 on it, to get a lot more ores, which I could probably fill up my entire inventory of just redstone with how much I actually got last time. But even well, it wasn't the best time round with all the mining. It was still quite a good run, and as I said, you could still do quite a lot with all these resources. But with all that being said, if you guys enjoyed today's video,